Is this the best new movie of 2026? And is it worth going to see in theaters? Let's break it down. All right, and welcome to the latest episode of What's Happening with me, Casey Foreman. Is This Thing On? Directed by and featuring Bradley Cooper, starring Will Arnett. Basically, this movie is about a middle-aged man who recently separated from his wife and decides to try stand-up comedy, kind of on accident. He ends up using it as a coping mechanism and ends up really loving it and getting pretty good at it too. And I know this movie got a limited run at the end of December, but it was just widespread released across the US. I'm fresh out the theater and I want to tell you whether or not this movie is worth going to see and if it's the best new movie of 2026. Is This Thing On is a good movie. Not a great one. It's more of a dramedy rom-com than it is a straight comedy. It has a crazy cameo. Like if I give you 100 tries, you're still not gonna guess it. And this movie does hit its stride in the second half. And when you think about it, it's a lot like a comedy routine. It has some hits and some misses. The hits. The stand-up was pretty solid, and Arnett's performance was maybe the best I've seen in his career. I mean, we're used to seeing him as Lego Batman or the annoying brother. He does a great job as the lead in this film. And again, a very crazy cameo. Like, what? But the misses. The pacing was not good. There were multiple moments in this movie where it just kind of drags. Also, I felt like it could have been like 15 minutes shorter. And at the end of the film, I didn't really feel any sort of emotion, which is what you want to see when watching these dramedy rom-coms. So is this movie worth going to see in theaters? Yes and no. Our show is sponsored by Dubby Energy. Are you tired of the same old energy drinks and how they make you feel after the fact? Then Dubby has you covered with an extensive list of clean energy drinks. You can find a link to their extensive inventory in the description of today's video. Go be better and get energized with Dubby. If you're an avid moviegoer, yeah, go see this movie, because we're in a bit of a dry spell right now. But it's definitely not something I'm saying, hey, drop everything you're doing and go see this movie. But we are at the time of the year right now where movie releases can be less common, less anticipated. I mean, think about it. Would you want to release a movie right now? You want to do it around Christmas, during the summer. Not to say great releases don't happen in January. I mean, we're a week away from 28 years later. I cannot wait to see that. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to see my review as soon as it comes out. But my rating on Is This Thing On is going to be a 3.4 out of 5. It's a solid watch, but not something I'm overwhelmingly recommending to everybody. Get in the comments and let me know. Have you seen Is This Thing On? And drop your score below. That's going to do it for this episode of What's Happening with me, Casey Foreman. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.